Okay, I'm back and I apologize. This was not very professional of me. And, we all have a life, right? I just was like, I forgot to click go live on this one, on my channel, right? So I do apologize. And what an amazing thing I just did. This is about revaluing yourself, realigning yourself, rebecoming yourself. Well, in this video, I had to go here, go there, get out of my car, go in the house, and I don't even have lights on. Oh my gosh, what unprofessionalism am I, right? So, this is one of those moments where what a gift I can show you about realigning yourself, revaluing yourself, re-being yourself. I had to go live again, right? My lights aren't even on. Oops. There we go. My lights aren't even on, right? Everything is backwards. Everything is topsy-turvy. I'm not very professional right now, and I apologize. What are we going to do when we reevaluate ourselves? Because the fact that, like I was saying, when I thought I was live, right, that going into who we are and what we're doing and the life we're living and the life we're going into, it's about becoming a truer yourself. And like I was saying when you weren't listening and I thought you were, that it's about coming into this atmosphere, this wonderment, this wonderfulness of who we are and what we're doing. And I do apologize. I'm Natasha Venter, and this is about realigning, revaluing ourselves. And, it is about beginning a story of who we are, right? And I'm going to go back and fix all the logistics. I'm going to go back and reapply everything and re-know everything. But the thing is, though, I was able to start again. And when we are revaluing ourselves, it's about starting over sometimes. And like my husband left me a note, I love you, right? Where did he put it? On my computer where he knows that I go to do my work, right? So it's about believing in you. And as we go, many times in our stories and in our interactions, we start listening to other people more, right? We start applying those old stories of who we are and what we're doing, right? We go in, and when somebody's talking to us, we take on their fears, we take on their energies, we take on their shame, we take on their guilt, right? But we can't do that. We really need to stay in ownership of ourselves, and if we can do more of that and be with that, we're going to be okay. And that's the thing about life is, like, for me, when I got on my computer, I didn't start the go live button, right? So then everything shut down when I got off my phone because it was all vibrating, right? Be willing to push your reset button. Be willing to honor yourself. Because of the fact that if we're talking to a boss and they're saying things that are putting some fear in us, or like, I'm not going to be able to take care of you anymore, or do you understand what I'm really saying here? And you can say, you know what, I am understanding what you're saying. I am understanding that you can't take care of me anymore. I'm responsible for myself, right? But being able to really own that, what a graduating moment. If you're talking to a partner, or a friend, and they're going down a rabbit hole, right? And you let them go down that rabbit hole. You love them through it. You listen to them. You show them support, right? But really, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with you, right? Well, what do? You hold a hand up and you reach them and you bring them back up again when it's that time, right? But you can't lose you during that process. You can't go down their rabbit hole. It's their rabbit hole. So if I can offer anything to you, right? Being one that has devalued myself, thought other people were more important than me, tried to make other people happy before I made myself happy. That when we can negotiate that part of us, that story of us, and that knowing of us, and we come into that partnership of us, deciding I'm just as important as other people. I don't need to have you worry about me. I can take care of me, right? That means that we can have that ownership for us, and that's how we revalue ourselves. We get out of our comfort zone. We are willing to take hold of the cause and effect of our life, right? We take hold of the understanding of who we are, right? We believe in who we are in spite of the world around us, right? That we come into that part of us that really holds on to who we are. We're going to be perfectly imperfect when we're revaluing ourselves. We're going to be totally understandable about what we're doing. And so as I quickly got on and redid a little bit of notes, and they wanted to have a definition, and I had to type something really quickly. This was a moment where I had to take in and go vulnerable, right? That I had to go vulnerable, not being the professional I was, everything like that. But that's part of revaluing ourselves, is knowing that we're not going to be perfect through this story. We're not going to be someone who we think we can be, because we're not always who we think we can be. We're going to make some, I don't want to call them mistakes because I hate mistakes. Nobody really makes mistakes. We make flubbles. We make oopses. I could have done a little different, right? But how do we find that part of us? I would love to hear from someone. And if you're on Twitter, X now, sorry, I don't get your comments, but if you can go to my YouTube channel, Natasha Venter, I'm live there. That, how do you find that you devalue yourself? What are some of the things that you do to devalue yourself? Some of us in the past has had addictions. I know for me, I spent money. Alcohol and smoke didn't work well with me, right? But I spent money. So I devalued myself by saying, "Oh, I need this," when I really didn't. And now I'm going through things and kind of saying, "Do I really need it?" Right? Do I really need this? Is this a benefit? Is this an asset or a liability, right? When we're revaluing ourselves in the conversations you have with someone else, are you a liability to yourself in that conversation, or are you an asset? Are you giving yourself strength in spite of the stories, right? Are you in the moments where things are going to be happening that, what is it that I want to say here? Actually, I'm going to get out of the way. And Mother, who wants to come in? I'm going to channel. I hope people like me channeling here, because it's time for me to get out of the way. I want people to love themselves. So this is how I'm going to do this. Okay, Jesus wants to come in. My lovely children, my lovely friends. I, Jesus here, wants to give you strength to be the human that you are. That you in this moment are such a gift. And as this dear one has gone through the tornado today, nothing bad, just trying to be everything. But yet she wasn't. And that's the story of who we are and what we're doing is we cannot be for everyone. As this one was saying, that we cannot be for everyone. We can only be for ourselves. And when we value ourselves, as I had to value me in spite of doing things and knowing that I was the turn of the world at that moment, that I was in that small towns that I was born in Bethlehem, going to these other towns that I did, Jacqueline and Hosanna and Nazareth and all these other towns that are unknown now. But I was the pivot point for that world at that time and the continuing time. But I still had to do things for me, I did. Like go to the mountain and sit quiet and ask my Father, my God, who I was supposed to be. And that moment where I came down and I valued my life enough to know that I was going to have to make decisions. I did not have to make decisions for everyone else, did I, my dear ones, who I love so dearly? But I had to make decisions for myself, my knowing, my being. And I chose to value myself for the place that I was supposed to be. I want you, my dear friends, to know that you can care deeply for others, but you have to feel this for you too. Be you in who you are. You cannot make everyone else happy until you make yourself happy. You cannot be that person in your jobs until you are this person for you. You can be the world for your boss, but not your world for you? Doesn't that sound funny? Off? Unbalanced? Remember, though, that when you come into who you are and what you're doing, it's time to believe in you. Give of service, yes. Give of service, yes. Give of hope for others, yes. But stay hope for yourself. Do you hear the pattern here, my dear ones? That it's about being who you are in your what's the word? Value. In your own vulnerability. That's the word. Vulnerability. And when we are, I, dear Jesus, for you, loving you for who you are in all possibilities that you are, that when you take care of you, say that you can be who you want to be. Say what you want to be. That you can be your better self, your fuller self. When you tap into other people's knowings and fear and shadows and stories and judgments, greed. Oh, the greed that's on your planet nowadays. That if someone is in greed, they like to show you shame and throw shame on you. Oh, but you don't have to take that shame, right? You do not have to take that shame. You can be you. So know, my dear children and my dear friends, that no matter who you are and what you're doing, that you are meant to be your miracle of self. Clear out the shame that you hold on of other people. Take care of you in spite of the world around you telling you not to. Stand in a truth that you know, my dear friend, a truth that you know. Let other people have their truths, yes, but they, I would hope, in time, learn to value your truth. Or combine the truths to make a partnership in a friendship or a romanticness ship. I always want you to feel this love, my dear children and friends. I always want you to know that you are meant to be perfectly imperfect. And that stretch and pull, as this said on this earth, is to be who you are. Those knowings of who you are. You are not the children you were. You are not the young adults that you are. You are not all that you were meant to be at those times. But it's time in your oldership, and you can be 21 and have an oldership, right? What did I do when I was 21? Well, I was still with the wise men. I was still doing my work, finding how to have a healthier body so I can be who I was meant to be. I was on the turning stones of coming back to see my mother at that time. It is time for you to pick up all these pieces of knowings that you've become and who you've learned to be at different times and who you learned not to be at certain times, right, my children? It is time for you to value yourself and say that no matter what is going to happen, that you can be who you are. You are honored to be who you are. And I want you to know that every single one of you, despite your beliefs, I stand with you with love. I, Jesus, stand with you with love, supporting you, helping you. Some of you are going through hard times because of the fact that you are needing to learn that you can stand on your feet. Yet, this balance of who you are and what you're doing, you're going to find hope soon. I can guarantee it because you're doing the work. And as this dear one told someone in truth that they graduated with honors because they stood in the job just that little longer to learn what they were meant to do. And now they have the freedom to go because they saw that that pivot conversation was the thing to help them grow. Sometimes we have to go through things to learn to value ourselves, right, children? Right, my dear friends? It's time to believe in you. And as I'm going to let this dear one take back over again as she's grounded herself a little bit more. Know that no matter who you are and what you're doing, as dear one showed that she's perfectly imperfect, that you can believe in you, honor you, and show you who you are. And as I send you love, I send you love, I send you love, because you are made of love. and to be love. I come through this one to be with you, my dear children, my love friends, to be who you are. I want you to know you are loved. I, Jesus, send you that. Blessed be to you all. Blessed be to you. Wow. I hope that message meant something to you. Whew, a little dizzy now. Jesus was pretty powerful. Thank you, Jesus, for being here. Thank you, Jesus, for being here. I hope his message was good. I remember some of it, but not all of it. When I channel, I'm taking in what he's saying more than I am listening. I want you to remember that no matter where you're at and what you're doing, it's time to believe that you are valuable. And that value means that you do not take on the other people's shame and guilt. Thank you, Sue. It's time for you to really set in. It's time for me to be. Now we're coming into Thanksgiving and the holiday season of whatever you choose to believe in. And we're going to have times where we're going to have other people's stories of, why didn't you make this? Why didn't you buy me this? Why didn't you get me this? Why weren't you this type of person? And it's going to be an interesting balance of finally saying, you know what? Because I didn't. I felt the call to get you this. And maybe in time you'll see that that was something more valuable for you. I don't know, right? So it's time to really call in that story of who we are and what we're doing. I'm Natasha Venter at angeliclarifications.com. If you would like some help with all this, I would love to help you. So at this time, it's time for me to pull some oracle cards. If you would like an oracle card, let's see. Who wants to be? Let's go with the angels. So I'm going to do the angel deck. All right, the angel deck today. If you would like an oracle card, please let me know. Let's see. And then I'm going to do, the Ascended Masters would like to come out. And I will give you a reading, a small little reading with that. So, Ascended Masters. I'm also doing my normal ones, the Avalon, Wisdom of Avalon, and or the Angel deck. So, which one would you like, Veronica? Ascendant Masters, please. Thank you. You knew what I was going to ask you, didn't you? Okay. And I do apologize for the beginning of the show. I did forget to say I will do Ascendant Masters for you too also. I forgot to click the go live button when I transferred from my phone to my thing. So I do apologize for the hiccup, but I was here trying to do my better. Okay, so Ascendant Masters. Okay, this is for Veronica first. So Veronica, you know the drill. Clear the cards. This is for Veronica. Let's see here. What would the Ascendant Masters would like to tell you, Veronica? And if anybody else is out there, if you're watching on Twitter or X, if you'd like card reading, please go to my YouTube channel, Natasha Venter AC. If you're a first-time viewer here, please subscribe or like or share. Let's see here. This is for Veronica. There we go. There we go. Now it's connecting. I haven't woken these cards up for a while, so they need to be woken up too. Woo! So Kuan Yin is let it go. So what did Jesus say, right? What did Jesus say about coming back to yourself? Coming back to yourself. Releasing the shame and the guilt that you have holding on from other people. Kuan Yin Kuan Yin. And it was upside down. So you're doing a good job, but you're not doing it to its fullity. Kuan Yin. What does Kuan Yin want to say? Kuan Yin wants you to know, dear child. Oh, let me just get out of the way for a minute here. It's my day today. Be who you are. Be what you're doing. Be the knowing that you are. You are on a new road, my dear child, Veronica. You are on a new road, my child. Do not, will not let others sway you into what you see might be an untruth. Oh, that man of yours wants to pull you down that rabbit hole, as this one says. No, no, no. Really? Really? And as you walk forward, this one will give you a call after this show because there's some details that she wants you to know. I want you to know that's downloading to her. Believe in you, dear child, and let go of the past. You were perfectly imperfect, as this one says. Be who you are, my dear child. And know that no matter where you're at, I, Kuan Yin, is helping you in your story. Believe in you, my dear child. Believe in you. Whoa! It's my day today, isn't it? Whew. Okay. Talk about getting out of my own way. So Kuan Yin, let it go. Other people's beliefs are really tagging in, right? Other people's beliefs are really tagging in. It's time to believe. And I will call you after this show, my dear. Okay. So Sue, your turn. I wonder who's going to pop up with you, Sue. Ooh, Kuan Yin. I hope that helps somebody else, that story that Kuan Yin said, because she is amazing. Amazing. I love that woman. She's really helped me out. Really helped me release a lot of things that I said and thought. She washed over me one day. Literally washed over me. And I got a whole new perspective. Okay. So this is for Sue. I'm aligning, Sue. You're more than welcome. Who's to come out for Sue and the Ascendant Masters? Okay, one more shuffle. Okay. There we go. Spiritual law of attraction. Spiritual law of attraction. And this one here, I have not known him yet. So, spiritual law of attraction. When we are in this story of being and loving, I'm checking in with my team if I can channel him, because I think this is a good one to. You're more than welcome, Arisha. I hope I said your name right. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Ms. McKez. Okay, so he is saying, I don't feel trusted to channel him. So, but I'm getting a message from him. He's telling me for you, Sue, and this is for everybody, that our whisper thoughts are a form of spiritual attraction. What you say, what you think, what you are, who you walk to be is what we do. Remembering your surroundings are your attractions. What are you surrounded by to attract? Who are you when you are at home or when you are out? What story are you hearing from other people that you are attracting for you. When you hear something outside of you, that is the time, as the word is said, discern your own beliefs. Discern what it is to filter through. You attract the people in your life to teach you lessons, and that's all they are lessons and experiences. It's time to see them totally as experiences, not to wear of them. When we wear others people's stories, we lose our own attraction or ability to attract. It's like a cloak over us. So remembering that it's time to step out of other people and know that no matter where you're at and what you're doing, that it's time to be your unique self in spite, in spite, in spite of what's happening in your life. Believe in you, as you can attract those better things when you are cleaner of you. You are cleaner of you. Wow, isn't that a statement? That really rings true to me too, because, for so many years, and thank you, my, uh, uh, with, I'm dealing with my husband's, alcoholic addiction. Yes. A lot of, I've lived 20 some odd years with an alcoholic with addiction. And I really realized with just that statement, that he just said, that when we wear other people's stuff, we have the disability, the dishonorship of not being able to attract. Wow, that's like a bing. When we wear other people's stuff, it's hard to attract. It's like swimming through mud, right? So when we want to attract the spiritual law of attraction, if we can discern the difference between that's their addiction, I'm witnessing it, I'm learning from it, what a gift that is. And I just went through a time where I just had an awareness that some of the shame and the guilt that I was holding on to, I did a short video on this, because of things in the past, that decisions were made in my family. But because that, like, my husband's a recovering narcissist, right? That shame and guilt was put on me, and I just threw it off of me. Just the other day, I threw it off of me. I just felt myself being able to have a cleaner line to attract, right? The spiritual law of attraction. I hope that helped, Sue. I really hope that helped, because I know it helped me. Thank you. Thank you. Irisha, would you like me to pull a card for you, my dear? Ascendant Masters or Angel? I can do Angel, or I can do just the Wisdom of Avalon, which I'm going to do one of the angels here coming up. So I'll let you take a minute to type in if you'd like, because I know sometimes typing is not as quick as we want to. I do hope that this helps. This was a unique show for me. For one, I started it in my car. Then I loaded it. I got on my computer because I knew it was going to take a few minutes. Came into my house, forgot to push the start button. Then I started and I talked about revaluing myself. Wow. Wasn't that a metaphor for restart? How to revalue myself? Did I go into that story of what happened? No, I went into, wow, that was a doorway of immense fullness, right? of flipping something into it. Now I have some piggybacking to do, some resetting up to do, but guess what? My husband's off hunting, going away. So I have freedom to do the things I need to do, right? To recenter myself, to re-believe in ourselves. It's time. It's time. Okay. Thank you for putting up with me. For those who are watching me, I appreciate you honoring me through and watching me through my humanness that I am. Okay, so I'm going to do a angel card for. I wonder who's going to pop in with this story. Today has been my day. I was a little bit chaotic today, and so isn't that a angel? Please. Oh, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Angel, please. I will do an angel for you. So this is for Arisha. And I hope I'm saying your name to the better. So this is for Arisha. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. Doing it for others. Get that out of the way. This is for Arisha. Who wants to come for you? Okay, there's this card right here. Which one? This one here. Okay. Maya. Schooling, studying, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Maya. Okay, Maya, do you have a message for her? Okay, I'm going to get out of the way. Here comes Maya. This is for Aisha. My dear sister, don't worry about what you're going through, my dear child. Your husband's story is about victim. He did not receive the love that he had wanted and needed as a child. So he grabbed onto those things that wanted and needed to fill him up, but then, it went over. It went over the cup. The cup filleth over with all this stuff in his brain. The one thing that I want you to know, dear child, and the card that I have about schooling is, yes, you're going through the school of addiction, aren't you, my dear child? And other people's stories. I want you to understand, dear child, that it's time for you to go into observer mode. Observer mode. You can't fix him, my dear child. You can't fix him. He can only fix himself. And as this dear one prayed to us, angels, to save her relationship and save her life. And it was so funny because nobody listened. Nobody told her anything at that time. We all gave her space of quiet. It is time for you to get to neutrality, my dear child. Breathe in love, breathe out love, breathe in love, breathe out love, breathe in love, breathe out love. And when you breathe in love and breathe out love, and you start coming back to you, my dear child, change happens. When we come back to us, change happens around us. And it's time to believe in you, my dear child. It's time to believe in you. It's time for you to take ownership of you. Let him learn his lessons and experiences. Make your decisions that help you be. It's not always easy, my dear child. It's not always easy. But it is time that heals wounds. And when you take care of you, time starts healing those wounds. There's something of the addiction that you need to heal in you too, my dear child. Take care of your inner child that needs love, my dear child. And believe in you. This one can help you. She's gone through it herself. Love be with you, my dear child. May love be with you. And you are not alone. You have me whispering in your ear now, my dear child, of hope and guidance. Believe in that. So be it. My love is with you. Wow. That one was interesting. Yes, I can say that when my husband was in the midst of addiction, that I had to come back to me. I could not help him. I had to come back to me, take care of me. And when I started doing that, change happened. I can tell you that change happened. And it's not always easy, and it's not always the way we want it to, but change does happen, and it's the time to do it. And now I can see why I wasn't supposed to have any descriptions on YouTube or anything, because I had to rewrite a whole new descriptions, right? Okay. Well, let's see here. Hi Paula, Sheehan, how are you doing? Yes, I just found you after I realized you started restarted. Thank you, Paula. Yes, what would you like? Would you like, I guess I'm in the midst of channeling today. So would you like Maya, I hope this card Maya helped you out. Irisha, I really hope it helped you. What card would you like? Angel or Ascendant Masters? Ascendant Masters. Paula, I would be grateful to help you out. And I might go a few minutes later because, it was one of those wonky days where I was in my car and then I forgot to push the restart button. And I'm here and there's a wonderful channel message from Jesus too. So I'm sure. Let's see. What would you like? Would you like Angel or would you? I'm shuffling the angels, so I'm guessing it's Angel. I'm guessing it's Angel because Isaiah. So I guess you're getting this card because I started shuffling automatically. Maybe I'll send it. So, okay. So let me check in. Is this for everybody or is it for Paula? Let me check in. Is this for Paula? This is for everybody. No. Okay, this is one's for you. So you're getting an angel card. Sorry, dear. Yeah, sounds great. Okay, so Isaiah. So Isaiah says on the card, it helps so much. I'm glad it did help, Aisha. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So it's time to give birth. So you're in the midst of change, right? You're in the midst, Paula, you're in the midst of going through an immense amount of time. And it's time to take care of you. And you can see how Isaiah is supporting. Is there anything, Isaiah, you would like to say? Because I've been doing this for everybody, so I can do this for you too, Paula. Let's see. So the pronunciation is Melchizedek. Melchizedek. His teachings have always resonated with me. Thank you. Yes, I wasn't sure and I wasn't going to, I kind of channeled with him from a close. So thank you, Sue. I'm spelling dyslexic, so you'll have to apologize. I'm apologizing for, he says it's fine. It's a name. I'm not attached. So Isaiah here. Isaiah. Okay, so he wants to come in and give you a message. So Isaiah. As your home is coming into fruition, my dear one, remember that a home is always transforming. Home is always imperfect in his perfectness. And home is wherever your 2 feet, your bottom is. You may sit in a home, you may stand in a home, but the home is you. So remember to always come home to you through these changes and immense moments. We are all in the moment of giving birth to new ideas. We are all in the moment of being who we want to be, but it's never perfect and it's never a destination. So remember that as you give birth to new ideas, new understandings, new becomings, it is a journey and it is a life of ups and downs, twists and turns. When we give birth to new ideas, new knowings, new situations, new places like homes, it's always the greatest learning opportunities for us because we're stirring up so much. So it's time for you to let my angel wings wrap around you and hold you when those times are uncertain, when those times are uncharted for the world. It's time for you to believe in you and believe in those stories of you and come home to you, dear one. You are going to be a land healer where you are. Never worry about the imperfectness of it. It's time to believe, dear child. Be home with you. Be home with you so all around you feels home with you. Your land is blessed. Be blessed with your home. My love is with you. My wings are wrapped around you with love. As I wrap around all with love as you give birth to new ideas, new understandings, and the dear ones that are watching today, I make sure I will be with you as you are embarking on new understandings, even through the endings, because those are always new beginnings. Trust this process. I send you love. Blessings be, Isaiah. Wow. Thank you for putting up with me today. I am so grateful that I was able to be here today. And every Wednesday, always perfect timing, yes. This is why I guess my friend got the message to call my podcast Every Day with an Angel. Because this is what Every Day with an Angel is meant to be. A helping moment for everyone. So if you know of somebody who would like to watch Wednesdays at 4 o'clock Pacific time, I'm here live. And I also give Mantra Mondays every Monday, which I'm doing going up the chakras, which is the I am, I feel, I understand, I know, right? I want you to know that you are loved. And Every Day with an Angel shorts are my little mini podcastic moments of video to support you on your life's journey. I'm coming out with more vulnerability. I'm channeling more. Here on my show, I am going to be channeling more because I feel like this is a place where I can do that with you, my friends. So if you know of anybody who would like to listen or watch, please share this second part. Well, the first part too, because they're both there. Because it's a full story, isn't it? It's a full story. It's a full story of who we are and what we're doing. And that's where we're at. You're more than welcome for channeling today. Yes, I'm feeling open to it. I'm so open to it. And, I didn't do, thank you for trying to put his pronunciation up here. I didn't do well with it. I guess I have to hear it to know it. But, it's that stretch and pull of who we are. And I'm reinventing myself, revaluing myself, which is here to be more vulnerable, right? So believe in you. This is an immense time to become who we are. We're starting a whole new line from listening to my astrologer of becoming our better selves with the eclipses and the new moons. And oh my gosh, we just had a powerful new moon on Monday that was about creating our new self, about reevaluating ourselves. Be careful of how we take on other people's shame, guilt, fear, frustration in conversations and in stories. Partnerships may tell you, I don't know if I can do this anymore. What are you going to do about it? Right? Well, we can come back to our center. I know for me, those years when my husband was drinking, so grateful he's 11 years sober now. And I didn't have to divorce to get a new man, right? I didn't have to divorce to get a new man. I was lucky. I was one of the lucky ones. That the more I became myself, when I became a strong pillar for me, it gave us a chance to start a new roof for a new, better foundation so that he could be stronger. And the more I took care of me, not in a selfish way, but in a healthy way, knowing that there was partnership duties and understandings to do, but there was individual knowings and understandings to do, that I became more me. And you know what my husband said to a friend of ours that shared with me? Your husband thinks that you're a damn strong woman, and he would not hurt you anymore because he knows what you would end up doing, and that scares him. I became more me so I can be more loving, more caring, more supportive, more of a witness, able to hold hands with someone, even though they weren't strong, because I knew I was strong. It takes practice and it takes time and it's a journey. It's time to believe in you. I think that's a good ending for this show. Next week, Regan Forston will be on, my partner through the Dance of the Soul. I'm excited to have him back again. Also, I would love for you to support this journey. If I can help you in any way, I would love to have a session with you to support you on this life's path. Have a happy, blessed week, and I will see you next Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving in the United States. Blessings to you on your journey. I'm Natasha Venter, AngelicClarifications.com. You can catch me on any podcast or on any platform, Natasha Venter AC. I'm a multi-life intuitive, personal awareness life coach, spiritual coach, energy seer, medium, channeler, animal communicator. What else am I? I will try my best. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome, my dear Arisha. We can only be perfectly imperfect. We can only be human. We can only have human moments. The thing is, though, stronger boundaries with love, tough love, I call them, tough love, and checking in with our tough love and what's the intention can be helpful in your journey, my dear. Thank you, Paula. You're fabulous too. Blessings to all, and may healing energy be with you as you walk into what you're giving birth to in your life. Blessings be. Prayers are up for you. Bye now.